By now, you probably know the formula. Old game, first time, talk about it in the podcast. This week, we got a banger. I know Nolan's excited because we're getting to play a Zelda title, Game Boy Advance, the Minish Cap. We'll play it together for the first time. Oh, familiar faces. It is first play time. Summer has been good to us, and it looks like that trend will continue. Thanks for checking out a first play from your favorite retro gaming podcast. This is Kenny bringing you my very first experience with Legend of Zelda: The Minish Cap. This is a GBA title. Oh man, just that music already makes me so happy. This is the coolest hobby to get to do awesome retro gaming with you and this community. Sorry if I'm getting sentimental. Let's choose a file and get after it. We'll rep the podcast while we've got the chance. This is NGP. Gorgeous. A long, long time ago, when the world was on the verge of being swallowed by shadow. It feels so Zelda. The music, the visuals. The tiny Picori appeared from the sky, bringing the hero of men a sword and a golden light. With wisdom and courage, the hero drove out the darkness. They should hire me to voice over this stuff. When peace had been restored, the people enshrined that blade with care. The sounds of the town, the visuals. It definitely has a handheld look. This is GBA. And that's unsurprising when you look at it and hear it too, honestly. Not in a bad way, it just it feels like a Game Boy Advance game. Of course we're starting in bed. That's such a Zelda move. And waking up. Okay, I got some buttons, including a roll. That's great. Alright, we're going to the festival with Princess Zelda. And the Master Smith has given permission. Apparently we're I don't know, an apprentice, a son, something. So we're gonna go celebrate together. Every noise from the Zelda universe. They're so consistent with them, they're so iconic. Just that made me so happy. This is just how you build a franchise. Make sure you don't lose this extremely important delivery. It doesn't actually look that important. It just looks like a wood sword. Alright, take care of the princess. Don't lose the sword. I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to do either of those things successfully. Just because how else are we going to set up the story? But we'll see. Wait. That was the closest thing. It made it sound like she walked so far. She walked around the corner. Oh, festival music, everyone out partying, balloons, street vendors. What more could you want? We're literally just gonna walk around while she ADHDs her way through the day's entertainment. Sword fighting tournament at the castle. Ooh, maybe that's something we can get in on. Okay, so we got a very small shield, although it doesn't look very small. It looks as big as we are. Hold the button to protect yourself. Well, let's just see how tall. It's not that small. Unless I'm tiny. Okay, that's fun. So when you hold the shield, you get locked into the orientation that you're at, but then you can still freely move. You can't roll though at the same time, but you can change your orientation and then like block things. Neat. That feels good. Uh-oh. Alright, we're gonna have to use the shield. Here we go. Time to shine. Gotta defend ourselves against those nuts of his. Got him. Alright, on to the castle. Yes, we did. Delivered as promised. Potho. Quite the name. The award ceremony will begin soon. Why not? Ooh, Master Sword? Presumably. Okay, not. The Picori Blade. This is the one that the story was about at the beginning. Obviously gonna have a big part of what this game's all about. Vaati. Champion number 1. Let's see what he's about. Got that hair. That weird body like an oak tree. Oh, it's a cape. Uh-oh. Bad guy. He literally was going to be allowed to walk up and touch it, and instead declared to everyone his intent to be evil. Oh no, it broke! Okay. You just let out some bad mumbo-jumbo. But Princess Zelda gonna princess. Uh-oh. He saw her powers, so now this is actually becoming a kidnapping as well. To stone with you. Okay, our shield did nothing. But we tried. We tried. Oh, I feel bad for her. Vaati, or whatever his name is, bad guy. He left the sword, which seems silly since it was so important. And monsters are loose. The princess has been turned to stone. Let's see what the king has to say about all of this. Okay, so we do still have the blade. It's just broken. Okay, this is why I had a tiny shield. They're supposed to be very tiny, if I'm remembering correctly. Yes, the ones from the fairy tales. But the Picori are no mere legend, obviously. Like, that's a given. They most certainly exist. Okay, so they live within the Minish Woods, and they should be able to repair the broken blade and reforge the sword. So, we need to connect with the Picori, get them to save the day. Okay, and they have to send a child because Picori will only show up to children. And our goal is to have them reforge a sacred sword. And I get the broken blade as well. That's fun. They wouldn't let anybody touch it, and now they're just handing it out to a kid. This is the part of the sword needed to reforge the sacred sword. Don't lose it. They keep telling me not to lose things. What do they think I'm going to lose? They think just because I'm a child, I just lose everything? Rude. You got the Smith sword. It's sharp blade made by your grandfather. Okay, that answers the question of who he is. Not my father. Not my trainer, whatever. Send the soldiers to search for Vaati at once. So the army's off to find the bad guy. We're going into the Minish Woods. And we're going to try and meet the Picori. See how that goes. Take this map with you. If you get lost on your way to the forest, simply check your map. Just press start. And again, the sound effects. You got a map of Hyrule, now you'll never get lost. Alright, we're down there. Or no, that's where we're heading. We're up in the castle. The graphics there are so clear, even though it's like a tiny little map. Like, it's just very obvious where you're going. We got a sword too, and a shield. Shield and move, sword and swing, and we got to roll. We're gonna go find an enemy, we're gonna kill it, we're gonna say the story has been set up, and we are equipped for our adventure, and invite you to come play along with us. But we gotta slay something, or else it, you know, we haven't really started our adventure until that happens. I don't know if the map was correct. I think it was, but it seemed like it was all the way on the bottom here. Okay, shield. Block these, whoever's shooting at me. Oh, it's actually those guys. You can swing really fast, but your sword's relatively short. I'm gonna have to get used to that whole range. Nice to see that when you take damage, it doesn't have to necessarily be a whole heart. And we get the heroic music. I'm gonna stop there, except I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna keep playing. This game's great. But we'll pause our first play, let that be a wrap. Get yourself a copy of the Minish Cap, whether you've played it before or not. Chance to revisit it. Chance to know, as we talk about this game on the episode, what an informed opinion's like. So get yourself a copy of the Minish Cap, play it along with us, hop on our Discord, let us know what you think. This is going to be a fun one to play, fun one to talk about with the guys. I hope it holds up, but it started great, super promising, and yeah, going to be a fun week. Thanks so much, and can't wait to chat about this game on the episode with you. See you guys.